Hey guys, Daily here, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we beat the Dewford Gym, and this is actually post-commentary, because my microphone got muted, as tends to happen, and yeah. So, I came up here to the Granite Cave because I want to catch a Geodude and a Makuhita. Geodudes are an uncommon, and unfortunately I didn't manage to catch one. But I did manage to catch a Makuhita, as you see. Makuhita are common. Geodudes and Makuhita are both available here on this top floor. So, we sent out Myconid, because of course, no. Myconid uses Stun Spore. Yay! It missed. Yeah. Makuhita is not going to be useful for the next gym so much as the one after that. Norman's gym, he uses normal type Pokemon. So Pokemon who have fighting attacks are probably pretty good. Pardon me. So once the Makuhita's been inflicted with paralysis, and paralysis is my favorite hunting status effect because it doesn't do damage over time. Sleep is good too. I think paralysis lasts longer. So the Mega Drain the Makuhita resisted it just enough that it didn't knock it out, and I managed to catch it. So, Makuhita are based on sumo wrestlers. And I was trying to figure out what on earth. There are no lady sumo wrestlers. So, what on earth could I name my Makuhita? I thought about it a lot. I had a male Makuhita whom, like I said, I wound up naming Yokozuna. Not only after the sumo thing, but the wrestler, the professional wrestler from the 80s. Finally, I decided I was going to go with Gaboret, after Gaboret Sidibe, who is fat and beautiful, and kind of badass. So, I thought she was perfect. So, that is my Makuhita's nickname. She's not particularly a fighter, except, in metaphorical terms, but still. So, yes. We'll have to get Gaboret out later. So, then I decided I was going to walk around looking for Geodude, and unfortunately I did not find one. I wind up cutting out the next, once it gets to the next battle. But as you can see, the encounter rate's not that high up here, except when you don't want it to be. That was a Zubat, by the way. During my grinding, I came across this, an Abra. Yeah. Unfortunately, the problem with the Abra is they only know one move at this point. It's Teleport, which lets them escape from battle. The only way you're going to catch one of these guys is if you've got a Pokemon whose ability is Shadow Tag, which will stop them from running, or if you have a very fast Pokemon that can use a move like Block, or Scary Face. Something that will make them unable to run. Abra are nice, although you can only trade them, or you have to trade them to get them all the way up to Alakazam, but, So, we're gonna trade. Marinette she's our HM specialist. She's not really for battle, so I decided to leave her alone. And I'm also going to bring Bruce in. Amethyst is going to be useful. Bruce, of course, we want to level him up into a Gyarados. So I decided that I was going to eventually switch him with Dick. Because Dick's the highest leveled I've got, and he's not that useful right now. So, I figure we'll bring Bruce in instead. Which is fairly nice. So now that we've done everything else I want to do, I'm going to come back and do Geodude grinding. And whoops. Ahoy! For you, I'll go out to sea anytime. Now, my friend, where are we bound? Petalburg! Yes, anchors away. So, back on the boat, and back to Petalburg. And it plows through the ocean. And yes, we will... Pardon me. Eventually, we will come through here on our own, but not for a long time. Still, we're back, so that's nice. And we head out. We're gonna head back through the Petalburg Woods all the way up to, place. Rustboro. Duh. I like this place. Honestly, I should have cut this entire trip out. Oh well. So, come through there. Oh, right, this is why I left it in. Oh, hello, Pen. This is Roxanne of Rustboro City. I heard from Brawley that you're moving up through the ranks of trainers at an incredible clip. Well, I'd rather not think that I can't beat you. I promise I will shape up my gym so that you may challenge us again. I hope you'll be looking forward to the occasion as much as me. Yeah, you can rematch gym leaders. Eventually. I'm not sure how long that takes. We'll see. Rematches are a really good way to grind for levels later in the game, obviously. Because their levels will go up and they will have stronger Pokemon. And I get a Wurmple. I forgot to edit this out too. Oh well. It's not that big a deal, though I am kind of... This poor Wurmple. I am going to give it just total overkill. I was so sick of Wurmple. Yeah, wing attack on a Wurmple. But Kihar got 38 experience points, which is not a lot, but... excuse me. Not the worst. And a Poochyena. Yeah. Kihar decided this one was going to get water gunned. I figured Kihar could use the extra XP. Though really, these Pokemon aren't that great for that, but... Yeah, Howl, that's good. That's really not going to help you. Pardon me. Okay, so yeah. Pardon me again. Oof. Anyway, so that takes us through the Petalburg Woods. Not too much else there is to do. This place is really pretty. I don't know how long it takes for trainers to be ready for a rematch. I know it does take a little while. I think maybe you have to beat, like, the 4th gym, but I'm not sure of that. But here we are in Rustboro. We don't really need to stop in at the... We don't really need to stop in at the Pokemon Center. Wrong way. And we come back up here to the Devon Corporation. Excuse me. So we're going to head up to the 3rd floor and talk to Mr. Stone, who will have a really nice reward for us. I'll tell you, looking for Geodudes, I miss the Pokedex radar. That thing was amazing in Ruby and Sapphire. You delivered my letter? This is my way of thanking you. It should be helpful for you, a trainer. Yes, we got the experience share. A Pokemon holding that experience share will be given some of the experience points from battle. It will get experience points even if it didn't actually battle. I would say experience share is quite useful for raising, well, weak Pokemon. Yeah, it is. See, Bruce only has Splash right now, as I'm going to show later. So, we're going to give him the experience share. That means he will get half of the experience that any other Pokemon gets. You've seen how before every Pokemon involved in a battle gets the same amount of XP. It's not split, it's just everybody gets the same amount of XP. So if you've got a Poochyena who gives 40 XP, everybody would get 40 XP. Well, with the experience share, everybody involved in the battle gets 20 XP. And then Bruce will get 20 XP for every other Pokemon involved in the battle. So if I have 3 Pokemon fighting a 40 XP Bruce will get 60 XP. Yeah, that's pretty nice. You'll see it go off in a double battle. And yeah, I just cut back here because seriously. Oh, yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Now, my friend, where are we bound? Slateport! And I finally figured out what it is about Mr. Briny's boat that looks so familiar. When it's pointing southward, so that the front of it is toward the camera, it looks like a moblin from Wind Waker. And this is another route that we're going to be able to go through eventually. Yes, ahoy, we've made land in Slateport. I suppose you're going to visit Captain Stern and deliver the Devon goods? Yes. But if I do that, he will disappear. Until I deliver the goods, I can go back to Slateport with him. And I do, eventually, to try and... I'm going to grind for the Geodude off-screen. I decided to check on... or to move, let's see. I'm switching people around because there's going to be a double battle eventually. So I move Harlan to the front. Because he could use... And this guy we're going up against is not necessarily the best for Kihar. I've laid anchor in ports around the world, but Slateport's the best. That sounds vaguely suggestive. So, Sailor Huey would like to battle. And all those years of Calvin and Hobbes, all I can think of is Hamster Huey and the Gooey Kablooey. So he's got a Wingull, who uses Supersonic on us, but it misses, which is good. Harlan, Wingull kind of resist. Yeah, Wingull resist Ember, but Harlan is strong, and yeah, Harlan is strong, and so his Ember is still pretty strong too, because he gets the same type attack bonus. Harlan is confused, but Harlan is really good at powering through confusion, as I discovered in the Granite Cave. I don't know if that's a hidden stat or something, but he's just really, really good at it. So, Sailor Huey is about to use Machop. Yes, I will change Pokemon. I am gonna get Kihar back out, because Wing Attack. So that's nice. And... Yep, Sailor Huey sent out Machop. Yeah, these guys can be a pain. Luckily, unlike Dick, Kihar is not weak to their attacks, which is nice. Yeah, that's actually a fairly tough Machop. Well, and Kihar is not as powerful. So he's using Focus Energy, but we can take him out with another Wing Attack and not worry about getting hit, because Kihar is very, very fast. So. And the Machop fainted. So that's nice. Kihar got 112 experience points. Yeah, you can see we're getting... But of course, given on the levels, we need large amounts. And Bruce got it too. You're the best! Why, thank you, Huey. Where's Dewey and Louie? And why are you wearing Donald's clothes? Sorry. Anyway, so yeah. I think I was deciding to check Bruce, actually. Bruce's moves, or maybe not. No, we're gonna just move, we're moving, right. We're moving Myconid to the front, and then I think I'm gonna move Amethyst up. Because we're going to need, we've got a double battle coming. Except I screw it up a little. Which, whatever. Let's see, who do I go for? Yeah, I do go for Amethyst. She really needs some XP, so. But that's alright. So, if we head up this way, see that sailor? You see under that umbrella? There is a tuber there. So we get Sailor Huey, battle with me. I can't swim, so I'm pretending to swim. Yeah, she's Tuber Haley and he's Sailor Edmund, I believe. Yep, I had it right. So they're not that big a deal. I got a little distracted here talking about something. Let's see. So he's got a Wingull and she's got a Meryl. Which I had actually been planning, this set I'd actually been planning for Tuber Ricky and his Zigzagoon. He'll be next. But, you know. So, Myconid is going to Mega Drain the Wingull, because it's really vulnerable. And, Amethyst is also going after the Wingull. We're targeting the Wingull because it's fast. Of course, that's really not going to help you much, Wingull. You're... You know, if you wanted to water gun somebody, you were probably better off water gunning the Sableye, but... Nightshade, that's a ghost attack. It's okay. Yeah. It did a fair amount of damage to the Wingull. Water gun again. It critted, and you see what it did. So yeah. These two are not very, gonna do very well against my Shroom. Yeah. Supersonic. It confuses the Shroom. Poor Myconid. Unfortunately, Myconid is not as good at powering through confusion as Harlan. It's gonna hurt himself. Aww. Amethyst uses Scratch. That's the other reason to take out the Wingull. They have Supersonic and can be a real pain. And Myconid. See how each of them got 43 experience points? But Bruce got 88? Yeah. Foe Meryl's defense rose. And... yeah, I decided, the question is, do I Leech Seed or do I Mega Drain? As I try and consider. Mega Drain, I decided to go with Mega Drain. And Nightshade. And Myconid snapped out of confusion, which is nice. Snapping out of confusion is always better than just powering through it. Yes. So Myconid's healed, which is nice, because I get it. Tuber Ricky is going to attack immediately. So, yeah. Defense Curl, that's not really going to help you much. Since I'm pretty sure grass moves are special at this point in time. Bullet Seed, I decided, because I don't need more health. And Scratch. Scratch won't help that much, but really, that's why there's Bullet Seed. It was just something for Amethyst to do. So the Meryl fainted. Myconid got 39, Amethyst got 39, and Bruce got a whopping 79. Yeah, I'm thinking that sailor's drunk. I thought so. I didn't think we could win. I'm thirsty. I could go for a soda pop at the Seashore House. Yeah, that stuff's nice. And now we have Tuber Ricky and his Zigzagoon. Everybody who's played this game remembers Tuber Ricky and his Zigzagoon. Why? Because his Zigzagoon has a rather interesting ability. Well, move. First of all, it's gonna sand attack me. Okay. Yeah. We Leech Seed the Zigzagoon. I like to lay Leech Seed down first. It, you know, means that it's harder to kill me off in one shot. And then even if it happens, unless somebody switches out, whoever comes in after me will do okay too. So it sand attacks me again. Yeah. No, sand attack is not its move that is everybody remembers. No, that's coming up next, and that move is why I have Myconid out facing a normal type. Which, you know, if you know anything about this game, you already know what this Zigzagoon can do. It used Surf. And the first time anyone plays this game, if they haven't already heard, they're like, wait a minute, did I just get hit by a Surf from a Zigzagoon? But yeah, apparently Zigzagoons can learn Surf. So yeah, I thought about getting a Zigzagoon. They're not great, in terms of battle. Oh, yeah, that was good. I love my mushroom. I love how I can just keep poisoning people. But yeah, they're not great battle, but their pickup ability, you can get the most ridiculous things. You can get Ultra Balls before they're ever available in game. You can get max revives that way. It can be ridiculous. But we drained the Zigzagoon to faint, and Bruce got 82 XP and grew to level 11. So he's only got 9 more levels to go. Well. All he knows right now is Splash, though, so we can't actually... Will you have another match with me when I'm not thirsty? Sure, kid. And I think this is where I decided to check on Bruce. Yeah, I did. His summary. Yep. He's got Swift Swim, so he's faster if it's raining. But as you can see, all he's got is Splash right now. So you can't actually use him to fight. That's why the experience share is so nice. Our sandcastle's taking a long time to make. You can have this! And we get Soft Sand. That raises the power of rock-type moves, I think, or ground. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. So, if we come this way, this is the seashore house, and we'll do a thing with that later. And there is a trainer. Doesn't a beach umbrella look like a giant flower? If you go for that thing right up between them, you will get double battled by these tubers. I didn't quite realize that at the time. Tuber Lola, send out Azurill. She has 2 Azurills. And all they know is Splash. Oh, honey. So, Bullet Seed, because... Or, no, Leech Seed, right. Always get the Leech Seed up. Azurill are normal type. They're not actually water type, so they're not taking extra damage. But they can't actually do anything to my Shroom. They couldn't do anything to any of my, Pokemon. So, yeah. So I just started Bullet Seeding it into unconsciousness. This poor tuber, she's gotta be like, what, 6? And yeah, and all she has taught her Azurill, either of them, is Splash. And I'm just sort of sitting here going, no, aw, honey, if I'd known I wouldn't have fought ya. But, you know, that's how it goes. So just keep hitting it with the Bullet Seed, and finally I crit and put it out of its misery. Yeah. So that's nice. 42 experience points for Mike and it, 42 for Bruce. I like the experience share in the later games. It just gives, you know, the experience to everybody. And you get it for rescuing the Devon goods rather than the Great Ball you get in this. So I decided, you know, Amethyst needs XP. So, I'll send her out. And as you can see, she's got a ruby, a sapphire, and an emerald on her back. So, you know, like I said in the profiles. Oh, kid. Really. Azurill are really just kind of adorable. Look at it bouncing on that gigantic tail. It grows into its tail, apparently. But, yeah, it's like... Yeah, there's not too much really it can do against Amethyst, so she gets some free XP. 42! Life, the universe, and everything. And, yeah. Mommy! And we took her lunch money. Oops. Alright. Me? I'm here every day. Yeah, we'll rematch her. Those things will be Meryl, and they will be much more dangerous next time. Well, I don't know about much, but they will be actually able to hurt us next time. And there's another kid under that umbrella. I'm trying to decide whether or not to... But see? My inner tube's round! Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so this is Tuber Chandler. And he's got a Tentacool. Now, Tentacool have 2 different abilities. They have Clear Body, which prevents any stat effects, lowering effects from taking place. Like, Intimidate. If you have a Poochyena or a Mightyena with Intimidate, his attack won't be lowered by it. The other one that they have is Liquid Ooze. And with that, if you use Absorb, you can be poisoned. This guy apparently has Clear Body because neither the Leech Seed nor the Megadrine I use on him later managed to poison me. And my Shroomish is actually weak to poison, being a grass type. You know, herbicide. But, well, he's still a very tanky mushroom. So, yeah. And that Leech Seed always helps. So, yeah. Now we're gonna hit him with a Bullet Seed. Constrict, it's just a normal type attack. It's different than Wrap, I think, which makes your speed drop, too. So, yeah, just keep Bullet Seeding him. Really? That didn't do much at all, but hey. He's water poison, which means I think he just takes regular damage from grass. And on very rare occasions, as you can see, Poison Sting can poison you. It doesn't always. So, my mushroom is now a poison mushroom. If Mario picks him up, he'd lose a life. Yeah. But the Tentacool fainted, so that's fine. And Myconid grew to level 17. Very nice. And Bruce got some experience points too. And he's sending out another Tentacool. And yes, I'm going to change Pokemon because Myconid is gonna, be unhappy if I don't. So I have to decide what to do. Amethyst is kind of a little low level, though she does need more HP. So I finally decided Kihar because he's fast. And Wing Attack is pretty strong. Tentacool can also use Supersonic. I don't know if this one knows it or not. So, just get it with a Wing Attack, which does about half its HP. Luckily it goes for Constrict rather than Poison, and the second Wing Attack will finish it off pretty fast. So that's fairly nice, at least. And Kihar got 135 XP and leveled up. Bruce gained more XP, and we defeated Tuber Chandler. Oh, too bad. And then, oops, right, I'm poisoned. I don't think I ever talked to this guy. I'll have to do it in the next episode. So I don't actually have any antidotes, which I thought I did. See, I'm going through here looking for one. But I don't. Oops. So I'm going to have to use a Pecha Berry. Yeah. 10 HP, 10 PP, heals a burn, heals poisoning. Yes. So give it to Myconid. Good. That way we don't, Myconid won't take damage as we walk. And so we come up here, and this is how we get to Slateport. This seashore house has a really awesome... Yo, trainers, whether you're hot to trot or cool cat not, chill at my papa's spot. Okay. Yeah, there's something really important in there to do, as well as 3 trainer battles that sort of tie into the important. But we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna save it, heal and save, and go back to Dewford and catch a Geodude, because I'll need it for the next gym. Yes, I would like to rest my Pokemon. So, thank you guys for joining me for Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. And in the next episode, I will meet you back here in Slateport, having hopefully caught a Geodude. God knows how long it'll take. So, have a great evening. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Yes. Yes, it is. Don't turn off the power. Pen save the game. Yay! Okay, so I didn't find anybody today whose design was particularly interesting for our purposes. Makuhita are cute, but there isn't much more you can say about them other than they're sumo wrestlers. So it's time to go back to our 3 starters and cover Sir not appearing in this playthrough, Trico. Trico's name is a combination of tree and gecko, echoing its Japanese name, Kimori, which is a portmanteau of ki, tree, and yamori, gecko. The mori may also reference the word for forest. The physical design of Trico is based on an animal called the leaf-tailed gecko, a number of species that come under the genus Uroplatus. They're native solely to Madagascar and the surrounding islands, so it makes sense that they are the exclusive starter to the tropical island of Hoenn. Leaf-tailed geckos, as their name implies, have flat, leaf-shaped tails which help them hide from predators among the foliage. Trico does this one better by having its leaf-shaped tail actually be green, which helps it look like a leaf. Other bits of the gecko carried through in its design are the large eyes and the shape of the head. At level 16, Trico evolves into Grovyle. Grovyle is a combination of grove and reptile. Its Japanese name is Juptile, which is based off of either jungle or Ju, a different word and kanji for tree. Now the design references Uroplatus' sister genus, Tychozoon, also known as the flying geckos. Like flying squirrels, they can't actually fly, but they glide very, very well, hence the leaf feathers appearing on Grovile's arms. Grovile's Pokedex entry in Sapphire even talks about it flying from branch to branch of a tree. At level 36, Grovile assumes its final form, Sceptile. Sceptile obviously comes from reptile, as Grovile did, but the sept is a bit harder. It might be from Septridium, the scientific name of the grapefern genus, in reference to its tail. Or it might be from Scepter, since it's said to be the king of the forest. Or it might even be from Scissors, since it does have blades on its wrist. The Japanese name is Jukain, deriving from Jukai, abundant leafage. Sceptile's physical appearance is rather like a Dilophosaurus. No, there is no evidence that they spat venom or had neck frills. Of course, there's no evidence they didn't either. Paleontology can be maddening that way. The tail is based on a fern, and the orbs on its back are said to carry nutrients, referencing both seeds and the nodes sometimes found on the roots of plants. The coloration and shape of the leaves also make them resemble the Podocarpus genus, a conifer closely related to the yew that is found in Africa, Asia, and Central and South America. Japan is actually one of the farthest north places they come. Sceptile is also capable of achieving megaform. Mostly it gets pointier and more dangerous looking, but the tail also takes on the more familiar shape of the conifers we're used to in the West. Megasceptile gains the dragon type when it evolves, which ties into its strongly reptilian appearance.